Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to my video blog. I really appreciate your feedback, good or bad. For those who are seeing this for the first time, it is a portion of my experiences following a severe brain injury as the result of a car wreck 21 years ago. Except for my own and a few others, the names of people, companies, and organizations used in the telling of my story have been changed to protect their identity. Those whose names I have used, I have done so with permission. A few weeks after I got home from rehab, a woman came to my parents' house from vocational rehabilitation, Voc Rehab, to meet with my mom and me. One of the things Voc Rehab was going to do for me was to help me be able to go back and finish school. The first step was to assess what my current skills were, not just what I claimed that they were before the injury. To do this, Voc Rehab administered a neuropsychological evaluation. This was an all-day affair. The University of Columbia defines a neuropsychological evaluation as an in-depth assessment of skills and abilities linked to brain function. The evaluation measures such areas as attention, problem solving, memory, language, IQ, visual spatial skills, academic skills, and social and emotional functioning. The benefit of the evaluation and the diagnosis and recommendations that come along with it is that it allows other treating professionals, teachers, and parents or guardians to better understand why a person may be having difficulty in specific areas. The evaluation will provide recommendations for the types of interventions or treatments that may be effective and appropriate given a person's specific set of strengths and weaknesses. From that evaluation, Voc Rehab determined that I might possibly benefit from some voice recognition software that would allow me to dictate all of my papers rather than type them because of my slow typing skills. But in order to do this, Voc Rehab had to upgrade my computer so that it could run the software. The problem, however, was that my speech abilities were in a constant state of flux as I was relearning to talk and to enunciate words. Therefore, by the time I finished teaching my computer to recognize my voice and speech patterns, everything had changed, and I had to start all over. Well, since dictation did not work, Voc Rehab tried to improve my typing skills. Because of the ataxia or uncontrollable shaking on my right side, I had difficulty typing accurately because the fingers on my right hand would often hit too many keys or the same key too many times. Their solution was that I should type with only my left hand. This worked to a point, but the problem with this was that a regular keyboard is a bit too large for one-handed typing. One suggestion was that I get a smaller keyboard. Through their evaluations and the generosity of one of my high school best friends, I was able to purchase a word processor. The smaller keyboard was easier to use, but I had difficulty carrying it due to the weight. Finally, Voc Rehab just bought me a laptop computer. This solved the weight problem and it solved the keyboard problem. The next step was to put me into a classroom. Voc Rehab arranged for me to take one class at a different college than Missouri Baptist, where I was going when I sustained my brain injury. Utilizing the results of my neuropsychological evaluation, they helped me arrange for a note taker, someone to read my textbooks to me, and they arranged for me to take my tests orally. It was a bit of a struggle studying for and taking the tests, but I managed to push through and get a high B, 93% in the class. Since I did so well with that class, Voc Rehab allowed me to take 2 classes the next semester. It was still a little bit of a struggle studying for and taking tests, but I still had a note taker, books recorded on tape, and my tests were now set up to have all multiple choice questions. I got an A and another high B, 94%. For the next semester, I took a larger leap of faith, took 4 classes, and moved on campus. I was being encouraged to take more classes so that I could be considered a full-time student, which would justify me living in the dorms. I still utilized a note taker and a study partner, still had my test orally and multiple choice. This semester did not go as well as the first 2. I got a D, 2 C's, and a high B. I started the next semester with 4 classes again, but wound up dropping 3 of them because I just felt so overwhelmed. I decided that I was done with school. In my mind, I thought I graduated high school in '95, started college that next fall. It's been almost 5 years that I've been in school, and I have nothing to show for it. No degree, no job, no career. I decided to graduate and go to work. The only degree I qualified for was an Associate of Applied Science, so that's what I got in April of 2000. I want to thank you for taking time to view my blog today. As I said at the beginning, I'd really appreciate your feedback, good or bad. So shoot me an email by clicking the Contact Me tab at the top of the homepage. Be sure to leave me your email address so that I can respond to you directly. Have a good day and God bless.